Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Trevor. Trevor is from Pennsylvania in the USA. So, let's see what Trevor has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello. Hello Trevor, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Great.
Now I can hear you better. There we go.
Perfect. So how is your day been so far?
Good. Slept in a little bit, which was not good at the same time. How about yours?
It's been cool, yeah. It's been good here in London now. It's 5 p.m. now, so I will have dinner soon.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. Yes, the right time, everything's perfect.
Okay.
And before we start the game, just tell me where are you from?
I'm from Pennsylvania, Pottstown, Pennsylvania. So that's in the U.S.
Right. And what's the name of your city?
Pottstown?
Pottstown.
Yeah.
Right. And tell me something interesting about your city.
I haven't found anything interesting. I spend most of my time down towards Philadelphia.
Okay.
So I haven't really spent much time up in my area.
Right. And your family is all back in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia?
No, they're here in Pottstown. Everyone's close to each other right now, which is weird. For a while there, they lived out in Montana, and I lived here in Pennsylvania.
I see. And what do you do for a living, Trevor?
I'm in medical billing. My specialty is revenue integrity.
Wow. And what's the most interesting thing about your job?
I work in nephrology, like the billing for that. So I think it's just interesting to speak to the centers and some of the opportunities that my company allows me to have. It's that sort of situation for me.
Good, very good. Okay, Trevor, so welcome to William and the Magic Box. Here a lovely box full of wonderful questions. I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to move a little bit before the first question. Ready?
All right, I'm ready.
Let's do it. Okay, Trevor, ready for the first question?
Yes.
Let's do it. By the way, if there is a question you don't have an answer for, you don't want to answer, I always can change another one, okay? All chill and relaxed. Right. Okay, you tough one. Let's start with a tough one.
Okay.
How do you think you'll die, or how would you like to die if you could choose?
Oh, wow. That is tough. I would say in my sleep. That would. Can I just say that? Like in my sleep?
Of course you can.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, in my sleep.
Just go to sleep and that's done.
Yeah,
No pain.
I feel like the sleep, it just seems no fuss, no muss. Natural, hopefully. I'm hoping it's a natural in my sleep.
Absolutely. And are you afraid of dying, or it's something that doesn't bother you?
I think we're all afraid of dying in some capacity, but if it happens, it happens. Death is something that's natural, so I don't live my life to be afraid of dying.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think as well. I think everyone has this little scary moment in the back of our minds, like, oh my God, it's the only thing we know for sure that one day we're gonna go. So, but even though you feel like, oh my God, I'm not sure how it's going to happen, it's scary.
Yeah, it's, what do they say? The only things guaranteed in life are taxes and death.
yeah, absolutely. Don't you agree? Right, let's go for the second question.
Okay.
Next question for you. Right, if you could meet yourself when you were 15 years old again, which advice would you give to yourself?
Not to wear plastic pants.
Oops.
Yeah, it was a fashion thing that I did at the age of 15. Hot Topic, plastic pants, that was a thing, a fashion.
But you're like your daily basis, you're wearing it or not?
Yeah, I would definitely say not to do that ever again, or ever to do it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Next question. Okay, Trevor, before the next one, and what's the most challenging part of your job, in your opinion?
I would say the constant changes or new treatments or things that come through. We're always changing processes, or we're always getting something new to come through, especially with everything going on with the pandemic. We've had to flip around and make sure our patients are getting the proper care and billing. So I would say that would probably be one of the biggest challenges. So.
And what's the situation right now over there regarding the COVID situation?
Things look like they're doing better. I work in nephrology. We work with patients that have compromised immune systems. So even with the vaccine, we try to provide an environment for the patients to feel safe, because vaccine only does it helps with fatality rates, but you're still looking at individuals with compromised immune systems. So it's everything with our company, it's looking great. Our processes were really great with those, have been, and I think we're doing better. We're looking at a better area, but still not out of the woods.
Yes,
yeah.
Good. Next question for you is, how long can you go without checking your phone?
So a lot of people really hate this about me. My phone here, I can put it down for an entire day and not even look at it.
Wow.
I do like to de-stress. It's a different story if you tell me to not look at any technology, because I will, watch TV and knit or something like that. I'm a homebody, so I'm around the house. I don't need to look at my phone. I keep myself busy with all sorts of stuff.
That's very good. That's very good. I think you're the first person that I have here on the show who can go without checking their phone for quite a while.
Yeah, it's a relief.
I think nowadays people, it's like an extension of our hands nowadays, and like a phone, like a smartphone, it's like extension, because we spend so much time on it. It's hard to just put on the side and leave it for a while.
Yeah, I completely agree. It is kind of attached to individuals at all times, and I think it's a huge relief when I don't have it. Like when I go running or when I sit down and read, I don't need to put my phone away. So I can just sit there, enjoy it, or just go out and enjoy things. So yeah, I can go an entire day.
Good for you. Very good. Good one.
Thank you.
Next question. Right. Next question for you is, what are you most passionate about?
My hobbies. I would say my hobbies I'm most passionate about. I love crafting, so knitting, crocheting, baking. I like to think I make really fun food. It doesn't look pretty all the time, but I love putting the effort in and giving. I think just making something for someone is really my big passion.
Wow.
Yeah, so most of my crafting started for making toys for the kids, like my nephew and my niece now too. And seeing their face when they get a gift like that, it just makes me happy. So, anything that I can give someone and it brings them joy, kind of is my passion.
That's amazing. And what do you like to cook the most?
Uh, well, I would say my favorite thing to cook is lasagna. Do I cook it the most? No. It's very tedious the way I do it. But my favorite thing to cook for myself is waffles or French toast, like breakfast food. Yeah, breakfast.
Wow, that's great. And is there something that you don't like to eat at all?
Pickles, cucumbers, I don't like them at all.
I like
I'll eat,
pickles.
yeah, it's something about them. I'll eat them. I will. I just never got into it.
And are you more of a savory or a sweet person?
Oh, savory. I love savory. Which is funny because I love to bake. I don't like to eat what I bake. But savory foods are my go-to. Give me something salty, savory, and I'm in heaven.
Very good, very good. Another question. Let's do it. Next question, Trevor from Pennsylvania. Next question is, what season you feel more connected with and why?
Fall. I love the fall. The smell, the colors, the foliage. Yeah, and I guess I connect with it. I'm a fall baby. I was born in October. The weather's cooler. At least here in Pennsylvania, we get all 4 seasons, and I don't know. Something relaxing about the smell, the sounds, the sights. I even love, I'm a pumpkin spice freak as well. I love nutmeg and cinnamon and clove. So this season, everything about it, just love it.
Very good. Somebody told me once that you feel very connected the season when you were born. And for me, it suits very well as well because my birthday is November and I love the fall. It's my favorite season of the year as well.
Okay. Fall
It's not
babies.
just the colorful around of the trees, the leaves as well. It's just beautiful. It's not very cold yet, and it's not like warm either. So it's a good season. People find it depressing, but I just love it. I just like it.
I love it too, and the clothing options I love. Sweaters.
Yes.
Yes, give me big baggy clothes and I'm happy.
I love it well. My favorite season for sure.
Yeah, same.
Next one, let's do it. Right, before the next one, tell me something that you only can find in Pennsylvania. What's something that sticks out in Pennsylvania that you cannot find in any other states of the USA?
Well, Pennsylvania is known for cheesesteaks, but what can you find here that you can't find anywhere else? That's tough. We have the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia. That's tough. I can't think of one thing besides cheesesteaks and the Liberty Bell that you can't get. Well, you can get them other places. They're just not the same. So, well, not the Liberty Bell, but cheesesteaks.
Great. I like that. Right. What is the one thing you've won and how did you win it?
So I won a dodgeball tournament with a few of my friends. It was a charity dodgeball event, and we won it from. I would love to say skill, but I feel it's like gusto, come from the career win and just fun coordination. It's dodgeball. It was a challenge. I remember having to do a sudden death round with someone, and that was intimidating. I won my sudden death one-on-one with someone, and I think it was just great teamwork and fun that got us a win for that tournament.
And when was that?
Let me check my trophy. I keep it right here. 1 second. November 5th, 2016.
Wow, let me see the trophy properly. Oh, wow.
Okay, so it's pretty big.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah, so Dodge Hunger. So, and then the base of it.
And it happens once a year? How does this competition, how does it work?
So I've only done that one twice, but it is a charity that takes place in New Jersey, and it has multiple divisions based on skill level. There's a pro league. There's like an adult recreational league that I was in that. And then there's like a children's division as well. I think sometimes the children are definitely more like pro-oriented with how skillful they are. But the proceeds go to local charity for assisting in feeding individuals that are starving. It's great. My friend got me into it when he worked at Gap. It was a philanthropic charity that he was a part of, and he just was like, "Hey, I have a team. I don't have enough players. I played with you. You're not going to cry if someone hits you in the face. You want to join?" And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh, that's how you got into it.
Well, for that charity event, yes. Sports and dodgeball. I got into it from my local, well, not local, I guess kind of sort of local. Philadelphia has an LGBTQ league, Stonewall Sports. And that's how I got into adult sports.
Good. Good one. I enjoyed the show.
I am. I thought it was going to be more scary or intimidating, kind of like a first date.
We are in a first date. We are having
no.
first date. I'm joking.
No, don't tell me that. I'm going to clam up, get red in the face. I'm going to giggle at everything. Hyperventilate a little bit. Randomly run to the bathroom. Like, do I have to apply something? Like, cool down, throw water.
You look well. You look good. Don't worry. You look good.
Oh, thank you. After doing my 6.5 mile run, I darted here to do this, and that's why I was late. And I haven't showered, so I smell like BO. My hair's a mess, and I'm not as pretty as I was hoping for this.
Hello, yo. It's all good. It's all good. Next question. Right, Trevor, before the next question, did you always have the support of your family being gay?
Most of them, yes. My family has always, my parents have always been open-minded and have had individuals in their life that were either gay or lesbian, and even transsexual, which is awesome. Sure.
And when did you come out? How walk me through the day when it happened, if you can share.
So the day I came out to my sister, my younger sister. I was 19, and I decided to just stand there and say, "Hey, I like men and women," and I started dating a guy. It was my first relationship ever. I waited until I was out of high school to start dating, and it's like, why not? Just I'll openly come out.
Okay, good one. Right, next question is, what's your least favorite chore?
uh, Dusting. That is, it's so simple, but I don't like it. It's having to move things, and it's my least favorite.
My least favorite one is washing. I mean, I wash. For example, you say about cooking. I cannot cook. I'm not like I mean, I can cook very basic, but my friends know me very well. When I go to their place, I'm always good at washing up because it's always something that you know, when you don't cook, you always washing up afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do know that. I'm also that freak that when they cook, if I have the time and I'm not cooking like crazy, I'm washing in between and like, okay, yeah. I don't want this pile in the sink.
I'm the same as well. When I'm cooking as well, through the meal, I'm always like washing something, organizing, drying off the things. It's always something like that. I never leave for the very end. Never.
Yeah, I don't like it at the end because then it seems like the worst chore.
But there's
I already cooked.
Yeah, but there is something that it always like makes me feel a little bit, let's say, lazy. Just to put the wash up, like to dry off, take the clothes. I don't know, there is something there. Just the fact that I take from the washing machine, put there to dry off, for me it's always like a task. I feel like, okay, I need to do it. It's always a task. Very simple, you just put it out there, but there is something out there that I don't know, there's something that I feel lazy about it. I need to take it out from the washing machine and put the clothes to dry off. It's something that I don't like it. I don't know why.
I mean, it's just our personalities. I get it.
Yeah.
Like, dusting's easy. You can take a rag and some polish and dust. But I look at it and I go, it's not like snow film. I think it's okay. Like, it doesn't look like it snowed in here. I don't get it. I don't let it get that bad. But at the same time, I'm like, I compare it to that. Like, isn't that bad?
Next question. Alright, next question is, which question you wouldn't have an answer for?
That question. What would I not have an answer for a question? I'll go with that one. I don't have an answer for that question.
I'll take it. That's fine.
Right.
That's fine.
I'm cheaping out on that one.
That's all right. I know you don't think about those questions. And you're like, which question would I have an answer for? It's like, I would have an answer now because I've been doing that for a while, and I kind of, you know what I mean? I kind of work it out somehow. But yeah. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. People don't ask that every day to you. You don't listen to this kind of question every day.
No, not at all. And I was trying to prep myself for this, so I was like, all right, let me just like skip around, see what questions he throws at me, and I'm like, okay, and really ruminated on some of them, and you're catching me with some of them. Thank you.
Much
mean but fun.
Next one. Okay, next question is, what makes you most uncomfortable about yourself?
Everything.
No.
I am like a big ball of neuroses. I'm constantly overthinking everything. Mm-hmm. So I just think my appearance is probably the number one thing that I am most uncomfortable about, because it's like, I think we all get that way, and there's always that ingrained body dysmorphia in anyone in the LGBT community, where we do have some body dysmorphia issues, and I know when I think about it, that's probably the one thing that I'm most uncomfortable about. I do things to try not to be uncomfortable in that sense. Like the crazy hair, I did that for fun for me. And sometimes I even forget I have like purple or blue or green hair. So, yeah, long answer.
Right one. Good. Next question.
All right.
Tell me a little bit about the gay scene in your city. Is that very popular?
Yes. So I've gone to a few cities and some gay bars, or like clubs or anything like that. And Philadelphia is unique in the sense that they have the neighborhood, which a lot of their bars are centralized in one location. So it's kind of like a block party of bars. And if you're not, and they each have a kind of a unique feel to them. Bars that are, open to having your straight lady friends with you or some straight guys with you. And then there's the bar around the corner that has older individuals that want a more relaxed environment. There's the after hours club if you're that crazy party person that wants that extra push. And there's even like a really, I love the leather bar nearby because it's very like hole in the wall, relaxed environment upstairs. First floor, there's some culture shock always if you're like a vanilla person. And I'm very vanilla in my like going out attire. I don't own leather or anything crazy that I go clubbing in, but I love to go out and meet new people, and you'll find some of the most unique people at the leather bar bike stop. So that's like a place I like to go to just to relax, enjoy it. They have pool tables. It's fun. But that's a really cool thing I've noticed about Philadelphia that other cities don't have. Some of their bars are stretched out across town. You have to travel a little further. This one, you can, basically bar hop through the gay scene here, and it's not uncomfortably far.
Very good. Next question is, what is one movie you could watch over and over again?
Beetlejuice. I love that movie. It is my sick day movie. So I can fall asleep if I'm, not feeling so well, wake up and not feel like I missed something. So, and it gives me laughs and the warm fuzzies in it. So.
And when was the last time that you watched it?
A couple weeks ago when I had my sinus infection, I was completely zonked out, not feeling well. So I put it on for feel good, and each time I watch it, there's something that I anticipate and laugh at, like Catherine O'Hara just being herself, or Gina Davis with some of her quick-witted thing, like what she says or how she behaves. It's great.
Very good, very good. Another question?
All right.
Do it. All right. Next question is, who was your favorite teacher and why?
My favorite teacher. That would be my art teacher, Mrs. Burns, in high school. She taught like the pottery side of things, and she was always one of the nicest teachers and understood I was like that weird kid that never felt comfortable around other people, and art was my way of really just feeling and getting through the teenage angst. And I was also that awkward kid in high school that got sent to the art department as a reprieve from lunchtime because I got picked on and had kids throwing food at me and things like that. So the Mrs. Burns was always that person that made me feel like I had a sanctuary and I could be comfortable in my own skin, even when I'm not. So she was always my favorite teacher.
Wow, that's beautiful. I'm sure when she watches this interview, she's going to be happy to see that. And it's interesting saying that, Trevor, because you made me remember something as well. I've been working this project since last year, and very soon I'm going to launch in Portuguese as well, which is my first language. And so I started doing some interviews, like just to get to you know what I mean? I'm just planning out the same way as start this project. And I invited one of my teachers at school when I was a teenager, and she accepted. So I did the interview with her in Portuguese. And so we were talking about through the interview about things when I was a teenager, and I said to her, look, I always loved physical education. I loved playing sports at the time. I was playing volleyball for years, and during my time, I remember the boys they were always playing football, and I was more into the volleyball, and she was teaching at the time. And I remember when somebody was picking on me because of that, she was always there standing up for us, like, you know what I mean, like helping. But the thing is, it's funny because she didn't know that she was having a big impact on me at the time. I remember when I was looking back, and I told her for the interview, I said to her, look, you cannot imagine how much I felt safe and protected just to have you when you were around during your class, because I knew you were there for me. I always felt protected. I always felt I could be myself as well. And when I told her, she felt a bit emotional because I said, really, I never realized that, because I was just standing up. I was being like a normal as a teacher. I was just, standing there for any needs that any student needed. But I told her, but just the fact that you were there, and I knew it, I felt safe that you were there for me. If somebody would pick on me because of, you know what I mean, because I was gay or because I was playing volleyball mostly with the girls, do you know what I mean? And she said, oh my God, I never thought that. I was like, yes. And I've always been grateful for you, because it's, when you are, as you said, when you're being picked on for some reason at school, and if you don't have a teacher, someone that's kind of stand up for yourself or even be there for yourself, it makes a big difference, because, you know what I mean, you suffer less. Yeah. And you know that someone's there for you somehow. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's very important when those teachers, they see that, and they kind of, because they're adult, they can see that, you know what I mean, somehow they can protect us, or they can kind of be around us if you need any assistance, or just being there for us. Do you know what I mean? It makes it makes a difference for sure.
Well, I can completely understand, and I have those same feelings, and it's great when you have someone in your life that helps you, especially teenage years, like most awkward of your life, like if your body's changing. You are kind of lost in your thoughts as well. You don't know what's happening with you. You know what I mean? Everything. There's a lot of questions out there, and you don't have the answers. So it's a bit tricky. It's a tricky age. When you are kind of going through the teenage, the adult life. It's a bit kind of confusing as well. Because you see standards like, oh, you should be like this is the way things are. The society shows you this way, and when you don't fit there, that's when it's a bit tricky in your head, because you're not fitting the society rules. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yes, completely. And the other thing is, like, kids are mean, especially teenagers. Have you spent time around teenagers? They are mean. Absolutely. I mean, include ourselves, we can be, I think, this age, you go with the flow, you go with the crowd. If the crowd is saying that, you follow the crowd. If the crowd is speaking on that, you kind of follow as well. I don't know. When you look back, you go like, my God, it can be tough at the time as well. It can be tough. I mean, even as an adult, I've spent time around teenagers, and they can still make me cry. They really know how to be mean. Absolutely, I agree. Right, Trevor, I have 3 questions left for you. All right, let's see if I can answer them. Next question for you is, what's your idea of a perfect friendship? Perfect friendship. Being able to be yourself around someone else, and it's always a reciprocating interaction. Instead of one person being dependent on the other for a certain aspect of their life, it should be, fluid. You shouldn't have to feel obligated. It should just feel natural. You can talk about everything, anything. You can be goofy, serious. You can break down crying. I've been lucky enough to have a few of those in my life where, they've seen the craziest moments I've had. They can make me laugh when I've been crying. I can make them laugh pretty much any time that I think they need a laugh. And then, just being able to hug them if I'm feeling emotionally just distraught. I think that's important because I'm not normally a touchy-feely person, and if I'm able to break down those walls and let my guard down around someone, it's a relief. And I love to try and provide that for my friends as well. And I never want them to feel obligated to spend time with me or socialize. I just want it to feel natural. And I think that's what a real friendship is, just natural interaction and desire to be around someone and be yourself. Just unconditionally yourself, or unapologetically yourself, however you want to phrase that, and let them have that same feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree. I think a friendship, you don't choose friends. It's a natural chemistry. When the friendship is there, it's there. You don't choose, I'm going to be friends with yourself, I'm going to be your best friend. It doesn't work like that. No. It's about the chemistry. It's about the chemistry and feel comfortable about the feeling with this person.
Yeah.
2 questions left.
All right.
Next question is, do you think your priorities have changed since you were younger?
Definitely. When I was younger, I just played video games, worked because I needed to. Granted, that hasn't changed. I still work because I need to. But as an adult, I spend a lot more time thinking about my overall health and trying to give myself like a healthy balance of mental stimuli, physical stimuli, and also be more emotionally aware about what's going on. Because, I don't think enough of us sit there and give ourselves a good emotional balance. So, yeah, I think that has definitely changed.
Great. Ready for the last one?
Yes. All right. Bring it on.
Yeah, let's stretch out. Yeah. Last question for you, Trevor, from Pennsylvania. Next question is, I might change this one because we already talked about movie. Let's see your answer. If the same answer, I will change it. Which movie had a big influence on you? Is the same answer?
Not the same answer.
Okay.
I would say Cruel Intentions. So that one had come out, had a big influence. I guess there's obvious queer undertones and exposure to that. I loved the actors. Part of my sexuality was awakened with the scene with Ryan Phillippe's butt out. And I loved just, it had themes of sexuality. It was very intelligent. I don't know, I love the feel of it. I love the actors, and it really did help me understand that for me, there's definitely something going on with guys and girls for me. And I can't really verbalize everything, but I feel like it was a part of my understanding about my sexuality. So
it's very good, very good. Right, let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away words and you just tell me one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking.
Okay.
Let's start with religion.
Buddhism.
Politics.
Donkey.
Love.
Heart.
Money.
Green.
Family.
Friends.
Life.
Short.
Sex.
Non-existent.
Interesting one. How about fear?
Knives.
Friendship.
Bear.
Regrets.
High school. That's 2 words. School.
Okay, that's all right. How about desire?
Pizza.
Success.
Money.
Wish.
Star.
Happiness.
Cake.
I love cakes. How about if I tell you Pennsylvania, one word?
Bell.
And the last one now, USA.
Hey. The flag. Flag.
Funny one. Right, let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friend, what's the most beautiful thing about Trevor? And in your opinion, what he still needs to improve on? What do you think your best friend will tell you?
I'm kind, and I go out of my way to, do things for other people. And the worst thing about myself is the thing I have to work on is my self-esteem.
Work in progress?
It is. It has been a work in progress, and if you follow my social media, you see the daily sweaty selfies, and part of that is just working on my self-esteem and understanding that my appearance is not what dictates feeling good and validation in life. So.
What I believe as well about that is I think all of us will have this issue about the way we look, about ourselves, the confidence and everything. Once somebody told me, or I heard some, I don't remember, saying that the right people that's meant to be around you, or even couples, like boyfriends or girlfriends, or people around you, people who loves you, they don't see the way you think that people should see you. Do you know what I mean? They're gonna see the real you. They're gonna see, and sometimes if you're gonna go out there, pretend being somebody else, or look in a way that you think gonna please other people, whatever, the right people they're not gonna see you because you are being somebody else. So once I heard that, I was like, oh my God, it makes so sense, because just when you are yourself, of course, sometimes you want to impress, sometimes you want to look good, but be yourself, and be confident with yourself, with the way you look, or because there's always someone out there, they're gonna see you and they're gonna like you. You know what I mean? They're gonna like you, they're gonna appreciate the way you are, they're gonna connect with you. So when I heard that once, I was like, oh my, it kind of took this heavy thing out of my shoulders, a little bit, because it's like, oh, it makes sense, because you're gonna go out there, people are gonna like you, or they're gonna dislike you, or they're gonna like the way you look, they don't look like the way, as you said about your hair. I'm sure people out there, they're gonna love it, they're like, wow, that's amazing. So that's when I heard that once, I was like, oh, that makes so sense, and kind of put me, let's say, in a better place regarding that, because there's no perfection. There's no there's nothing. Of course, there are stereotypes that's of perfection, but they're just stereotypes, But it's out there, and people they're gonna kind of like the way you are, like the way you look always. So for me, it was a kind of a plus when I heard that. I was like, okay, that makes all sense, and it does.
It does.
It does, and it makes her feel a bit more relieved, because nowadays the word is so fast about perfectionism. You need to look this way. There are kind of stereotypes, and there are no stereotypes. There's just like this social media visible thing, but it's all about marketing or selling things. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
that's the way I feel. Right, let's play now, Trevor, in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But okay, Trevor, you can ask me a question now.
All right. So, you seem very well traveled. I already know your favorite season is fall. But if you had to pick a place to live for each season, where would you live per season?
First of all, I love the question. I love the question. Wow, that's amazing. Wow, nobody asked me this question yet, so very good.
Yay!
Very good, very good. Okay, let's start with our favorite season, which is fall, yeah? Autumn. So you put me in this spot now, I love it. Right, so let's see. I'm gonna, let's say, actually, okay. Oh my God, I'm seeing all the favorite places I like. I can see all the seasons there. Okay, so I would put the fall. I would say Switzerland, yeah. I would live there for the fall. Winter. I love the cold. I love the cold. So I'm gonna pick Canada. I'll pick Canada. Actually, I'm planning to go for Christmas to Canada with my best friend. He lives there, so it's gonna be my first Christmas in a very cold place. Okay, so Canada, I would say for winter. Summer, right? Needs to be somewhere kind of by the seaside. Yeah, somewhere kind of cool. Right, I'm gonna pick a place that I never been before, and because I was talking to my flatmate, it's his birthday today, and he's Italian, he's in Italy right now, and we were facing time. Okay, I would go to Italy, somewhere in Italy. Let's say, somewhere in Italy, Sicily, maybe Sicily. I think is beautiful. And the last one now is spring. Spring. Okay, spring. I would say. Let's pick a place that's kind of had a big impact on spring. Okay. I would say Holland for spring, because the flowers there, just like the tulips, it's just so beautiful under the springtime. So I think I would pick Holland. Yes, for sure. Trevor, I love the question. Oh my God, I love the question. Amazing.
Thank you. I love your expressions, and I just love all of it. Like, you got so animated, and I'm going to be a new traveler for overseas, so that question is just to my heart, just trying to picture what's going on in your head, because
I love it.
Like, looking in your eyes, I could see a picture show going on about what do I want to see, what have I seen, what have I seen, because most likely when you think Italy for your choice, you probably had just a specific time of day, where do you want to be, and what you would like to be doing at that time.
Absolutely. I love the question, because they made me think about seasons, the place, how you're gonna look. Amazing. I love the question. I love it. Beautiful. Made my day with the question, for sure. Trevor, before we go, by the way, thanks so much for being part of the show. Thanks for being kind and sweet and accept my invitation as well. That's amazing.
You don't have to thank me at all. It's been wonderful. I mean, you've given me nothing but smiles today, and I think that's very important for anyone to have.
And of course, back to you as well. I couldn't be smiling if I would look at you with a beautiful smile as well. So it's all about exchanging energy. That's for sure. Before you go, don't mind to share a positive message, a positive quote, something that inspires you in life.
So for me, I live every day with the idea that if I can give one thing to the world or a person around me or anyone, it's a smile, a laugh. So I don't want to go through my day without making a person laugh or smile at least once. And that's kind of how I live my days, is have I accomplished my goal to make someone happy? Because you never know how another person's day is going, how they're feeling emotionally, if something's going wrong in their day. And, it could be a picture, it could be a one-liner, just something to make them laugh, smile, and get through their day. Because you know what? That sort of energy is contagious. So, they may have sat there. I've had friends that said it, that they were having a bad day. And all their interactions with other people were just making them so begrudged at things in their life. And they weren't angry at anything specific, they were just having one of those days. But having that smile, that laugh, it made them look at their day and say, hey, none of that should go into my personal time, or it shouldn't be the thing that bogs me down. And they go about the day and they try to do that for someone else. And I've seen it, and sometimes even when I go to a local gas station store or like a convenience store, there's like pay it forward, where people will say, hey, I'll buy the coffee for the person behind me, and that will make you smile. Like I think that is how every person should, strive to go about their day, is at least put out there one smile, one laugh for someone in their life or someone in their day.
It will make a difference in the world, that's for sure. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. I love that. Absolutely. Trevor, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your time here with me.
Because believe it or not, I'm not that type of person that can sit there and be like super social or just anything involving myself. So I may con one of my friends into like, hey, can you video this? And I will sit there and try to provide a positive message, because this has been wonderful. Thank you so much for reaching out and rescheduling. Like, thank you. This has been wonderful. Thank you.
The pleasure is all mine. Believe the pleasure is all mine. That's for sure. That's for sure. Thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your day, and we keep in touch. We keep in touch.
Yes, okay? Definitely. Feel free to reach out anytime.
Thanks so much. Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.
You too.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.